Hi and welcome to this tutorial. In today's video, we see how to create this multi-level drop-down menu animation using Figma and its prototyping tool. Let's get started. Now to get started, let's go to the description of this video and download the exercise file and then open it in Figma. So in the exercise file, you will find a nav bar, also a menu. So for our tutorial we use this button for our drop down menu. We have an interactive button and an interactive text for our links, and here is an interactive card with a hover effect. As you can see, it is interactive. We've used our prototyping tool to create a hover effect. Then here, out of all those components, I have created this simple list for our submenu drop down. All right, it consists of just text for the titles and the this interactive component for the hover, and also for this drop down submenu we have a list of card. If we hover, we have this nice effect. I'm using this interactive component. All right, now to create our drop down menu, let's go and create a new page. And let's bring our first component. I didn't convert this to component yet, but let's Command C and Command V to import into our page. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is to bring this list. So this list is simple list of this button. So if we hover, we have this nice effect. It's ready to use. So let me take this group 3 list, rename it list, Command C and Command V here. All right. All right, now let's group this, Command G, transform it to frame. Now the first thing we're gonna do, let's Command C and Command V to duplicate. Rename this drop down default, and this drop down hover. All right, and the first thing I'm gonna do is to create, let me make some movement here. So let's select all those buttons with their lines, as you can see here in the layers, and let's move to the left. Let's unselect this one and move to the left, and select this one and move to the left. We need to create a cascading effect, and then let's select everything and move all the way to the left. Then let's go and decrease the height of our drop down menu. Maybe let's select the two lists, this list and this one, and move to the top like this. And then here, let's go to layers and make its opacity to 0. Now let's go and create our first interaction. Let's connect this button with this drop down hover frame, and let's select mouse contour, smart animate, and gentle. Let's see what we got here. All right. So we have this nice hover effect with its beautiful transition. If we hover, we have this nice button effect. Now we need to create the reverse effect. Once we move our cursor or our arrow mouse outside, we need to hide this drop down menu. So let's go and select this drop down hover screen and click and connect it to the previous screen and select mouse leaf. All right. Now let's hit flow again. If we click or we hover, we have our menu. If we go outside, our drop down menu disappear. All right. That's great so far. Now let's go and create our second level drop down menu. So if we hover over any item here, we'll see a big drop down menu here. All right, so let's go to assets because we have created those beautiful big drop down. Let's select the tool, Command C and Command V here. Now we have to add 5 drop down menu, each one. So because we have 5 items, we need 5 of those. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm gonna name this mega list 1. All right, and for this arrow, I'm gonna make it the direction of this arrow. All right, maybe move it a little bit to the top so it will be at the same level. That's great. Now let's just hide it for now. Let's move also this. This will be for our second menu, but I'm going to always align my mega menu with the list item drop down, and let's move this to the second. So once I hover here, this will appear. All right, and let's rename this mega list 2. It's important to name each drop down menu. All right, now let's hide it. Let's duplicate this. Let's reveal this mega list 1 and duplicate it again. This will be, let's remove this, and this mega list will be for the third item. So here I am duplicating the list to move fast in this tutorial. All right, mega list 3, and maybe let's go with mega list 2 and make sure it is mega list 4. Once I duplicate, Figma is smart, will rename my layers. All right, this will be for this item. So we are just duplicating frame at this level. Let's hide, reveal megalist 3, Command C, Command V, move it to the top, hide, list 3, and this is our last mega menu. All right, let's move this arrow to the bottom. Now let me reveal all my 5 menus, select all of them, and let's align to the left. And as you can see, we have 5 arrows, each one is targeted to one item. Now let's select everything, this drop down over. All right, let's hide the list and the fill. Just select this 5 mega list and move down under drop down hover. All right, and let's click resize to fit. So our container frame will fit everything inside. And let's Command C and Command V. And what we are going to rename this, let's see, drop down hover, drop down mega menu. All right, now mega menu. Now for this 5 list, what we're gonna do, just select everything and let's select the edge of one of the frames, because we are selecting everything. Once we resize, it will apply to everything. So let's create this reframe, or crop that so we can hide, and then let's go and for the layers make it 0%. So why we are going to do this is to have a nice and smooth transition from this to revealing our mega menu, because Smart Animate need always to have the item that we are going to reveal or animate in 2 screens, the previous screen and the next screen. So if we keep just those mega menus in the screen that we are going to reveal, we won't have a great transition animation. All right, now for this drop down mega menu, we're gonna create the first drop down effect for just this first item. So let's keep everything like that. Let's hide mega list 2, 3, 4, and 5, and let's just keep mega list 1, and then let's select the last item 1, and let's go to list item, and let's go, change its variable to hover. All right, and rename this mega menu 1. Now Command C and Command V to duplicate, move it under here, and let's change this to default, and this will be for mega menu 2 for about us here. Let's hide and reveal mega list 2. It's as simple as that. Now duplicate again, and let's do it for the next drop down menus. Let's move this to default and this carrier to hover, hide mega list 2, and reveal mega list 3. Command C and Command V. It's a little bit repetitive, excuse me if it gets a little longer, but this is just the process. This nice and beautiful multi-level drop-down menu. All right, for our last mega menu, move that to default, and for our block, hover, and you can, edit the text or the cards of every mega menu. All right, now we have all our screen ready. Let's go and start the magic of prototyping. So let's go first and click on list item, the first one, and let's connect it with its respective screen. So let's connect it with mega menu 1, and let's select mouse enter and smart animate gentle 800 millisecond. All right, and let's see how it works. Excuse me. As you can see, it works. All right. Now we want to create the mouse leave effect. If we leave this, we need to hide it. All right. So let's select this drop-down menu and connect it with the previous screen. And let's tell it mouse leave smart animate gentle 800 millisecond. All right. Let's select this and test. If we hover, it appears. And if we go out, we also need to go out of this once we go out of this. But for the moment, let's keep it like that. So let's connect this second screen and see. So the second item, let's connect it with mega menu 2 and mouse enter smart animate gentle 800 millisecond, and here mouse leave this mega menu, go back to drop down hover. All right, so those two connection works together, mouse enter and mouse leave, to create a full effect. So we just need this one. All right, mouse leave, it doesn't work correctly. So now the trick is we also need to connect this submenu with each screen. So to explain, so each item must be connected with its respective mega menu. All right, so 1 for mega menu 1, 2 for mega menu 2, and so on. Also here we need to connect the same thing as this drop down hover. We need to connect the list of each mega menu with its respective screen. So for example, so here in our mega menu 1, we need to connect this about us with mega menu 2. All right, navigate and keep smart animate gentle 800 millisecond. Well, this will give us this effect. So here, drop down. All right, if we hover, so we have now, excuse me, this must be not on click, mouse enter. All right, so let's go back, mouse enter. And also here in About Us, we are in that screen now. All right, we need to connect this analytics or list item 1 with mega menu 1. Mouse enter. All right, so we have the right effect, and if we move out, we will be back. So we have this weird effect here. As you can see, the button that it will resize, we will correct it in the end of this tutorial. All right. Now let's go and keep moving on our connections. So first, let me connect just those. Let me tell you one thing. I have so let's select this third item and we are going to connect it with this mega menu. But we have a lot of, we have 5 times this button, as you can see. All right, now Figma has this new, select matching layers. So let's select all those layers. All right, now let's make the connection to this mega menu 3, because every single button will lead to that screen. All right, let's create here an interaction, select, and let's mouse enter, change to, or navigate to, excuse me, sometimes it does bug, navigate to, drop down menu 3, and we have created all the connection we need of a button in a single click. All right, now let's go and test that, and it works. All right, also for About Us, let's just click on About Us and click here, select matching layers. You have all the layers that match. All right, let's remove this because we have already created that. Let's create a new interaction, mouse enter, navigate to, About Us, yeah, mega menu 2. All right, as you can see, all the About Us button starting from this all are connected in mega menu 2. Let's go for my analytics. I think we need to connect the next buttons here. Just select analytics and I'll select matching layers. Let's remove this because I did it one layer at a time, but let's make sure you remove this, and let's create a new interaction, mouse enter, navigate to, and drop down mega menu 1. And here we have created all the connection of this button for every single screen that will lead to this mega menu 1. Let's do that also for hiring. Select all the layers, create new interaction, mouse enter, navigate to, and this time drop down mega menu 4, and as you can see the connection now all leads to mega menu 4 of this hiring button on each screen. Now for our blog button, select all matching layers, make sure everything is selected, create a new interaction, and navigate to drop down mega menu 5, and I think everything works great. Let's test. All right, now for my blog, yeah, I think I missed this one. So let's select blog again, all matching layer, and let's change here from click to mouse enter and smart animate and gentle. All right. By mistakes, I choose it not mouse enter but on click. All right. So the mega menu works great. Now we need to create the mouse leaf effect, because if we enter our mouse inside the mega menu, once we go out, the mega menu won't disappear. So we have to create that effect. We need, for example, to tell Figma that. So let's start from this screen. Let's select 1, 2, all the mega menus, select them all, remove every interaction. So let's create an interaction for everyone, and let's mouse leaf, navigate to drop down hover, like that, smart animate and gentle. All right, and as you can see, 4 or 5 connections have been created to this screen. So if we test this drop down menu hover, let's go. If I enter, if I mouse leave, I will go back to that screen. All right. Now here, if I mouse leave, also I need to go out. Once my hover or my mouse is here, I need to hide everything, not just the mega menu. I need also to hide that. So as you can see, it's a bit tricky and it has a lot of connection. As you can see, once I go out, I need to also, hide this one. So maybe I made, no. All right. Now let's select, go back to design to hide those connections. Let's select all the mega menus, prototype, mouse leave, remove, let's create a new interaction, mouse leave, mouse leave, navigate to drop down default. All right, let's go here. If I mouse leave like that, now we have a weird effect, like our button will be, we go back here, and then once we hover, we go back to the top. This is because our frames are in different size, so each frame has different size. To correct that, let's select everything and let's go to component and create a component set. Basically, we have converted this into an interactive component, and this will solve our issue. I rename it my component. Now let's create a new frame like that. That's so big. Basic. This is a frame. Zoom in and let's go to assets. And let's go to prototype. And here is our drop down menu. Let me change the background to a gray color. Be a darker gray. And now let's make a presentation for a full view. Let's see. All right. Once I hover, as you can see, we have our nice effect. Move to the side, disappear. We have problem of alignment. Alright, so here it's aligned with the edge of its frame. So let's go and let's select all the layers inside drop down, hover, and let's move them to the edge like that. It's aligned with the edge. Let's go back here and let's see. As you can see, it works nice. Also select again and let's move it to the top like that. So it's on the edge, on the top and on the left. So like that, works great. Also here, select everything. Let's align it. Or let's not take, let's just select this screen and click resize to fit. But we don't have resize to fit. Let's go back. Doesn't work. We need to make that manually, so we need to align all our layers of Mega Menu 1 to the edge of its container like that until we have this red line also in the top. So excuse me for taking so long for this tutorial, but we need to make everything works great. And as you can see through this tutorial, I made a couple of mistakes that you're probably gonna do in your next project, and you know how to solve them. All right. Now, as you can see, once I align those elements to the edge, you can see we are losing our drop shadow effect. And this is, we can solve that. I'm gonna show you how to get back to that effect. Let's move to the edge. All right. And here, let's select every single Mega Menu, hold Shift and select, and then let's hit Clip Content, and we'll get back our, drop shadow effect on the left edge. Now let's go back to our prototyping, and I think now everything is stable and works great. All right. I'm gonna stop here. So thank you so much for staying until the end of this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.